that this was going to be such a massive thing for fans of Supergirl?
Not initially. Did season 1, and it's hiatus, and we're waiting to find out if we're getting picked up for season 2. We're in California, CBS had the first season. And it's like, I get the call. Like, hey Kyler, I'd really love for you to come to the office. I want to talk to you about, a few things about your character arc for next season. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in, and I'm sitting, and I get this, sit down, and all of a sudden it's like, so? Season 2, Alex is gay. And I'm like, hold on. Wait, just like hang on just a second. Let's elaborate slightly, just a little bit on this. And then like the next conversation shortly after was, BTW, you're moving to Vancouver. In 5 weeks. You're welcome. And so, the Vancouver thing, I was like, it's fine, we got this. I love Vancouver, it's a beautiful city if you've never been. Love Canada, love Vancouver. But the lesbian thing kind of like, it sort of threw me just a little bit. I was
Didn't throw us.
I think it was like after one episode in season 1 where I wore a plaid shirt, there's like, oh, she's a lesbian for sure. Cut to. I was told, and it was sort of, there wasn't a lot of conversation at first, because I think it was sort of like, hey, here's where we're going with this, just so you know. And then, to be continued. I was like, okay. And then I got, on the phone with Greg Berlanti, and I think he was expecting like a 20-minute conversation. It was a solid hour and a half. He's like, buddy, you're gonna have to walk me through this, because if I'm doing this, I want to do it right. Deservedly so. And he said to me, he did say to me, he's like, I just want you to know what we're doing and how we're gonna do this. And the journey that she's going to be on is going to appeal to so many people in so many different ways that it's gonna kind of be a big deal. And I kind of want you to prepare yourself for that. And I was like, oh, I hope that it touches one person. And that's sweet. And I don't want to cry. Wait, I'm just gonna back up for a second. Rewind. When he told me that the biggest, not draw, but one of the most relatable aspects of it, and what meeting so many of you today and people that I've had the honor to meet over the last few years have told me, is the fact that she's 28 at that point, when she's sort of like that light bulb moment, the gay panic moment that you guys so lovingly coined and frozen my face on. Yeah, thank you. I see it all. Yes, that moment. But the fact that she's 28 and just putting those pieces together, that's, I think, what has been so cool to see the freedom found in so many people. A lot of people, what they were saying is like, you have, a LGBT, character that comes onto a show or whatever it is, a film, and a lot of them, a lot of times almost come in like established, or at least having that understanding and walking through that. But it's not the oh moment where you go, wait a minute, now I'm gonna put one and one together and go back and say, now it makes sense. And that is so cool to be just that to be a part of, and to hear so many stories. And he was telling me, sorry, I have really long-winded answers. I hope that's okay.
We're here to see you.
Okay. So Greg was telling me that, he had met a woman who was 77 that just figured it out. and had been married to a man and in love with this woman for like 40 years, but didn't understand it, didn't get it, and didn't feel okay about it. And then at 77, figured it out. And the freedom from that moment and the relationship that she went on to have with this love of her life. I mean, isn't that remarkable? And the fact that, you know, I get to just be part of the light bulb moment for so many people is incredibly, it's an honor. It really is, it's an honor. And I'm grateful, and I'm glad it appeals. I really am.